Hi everyone, it's Roger here from what'sondisneyplus.com, and if you're a little bit worried about the launch lineup for Disney Plus, I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't really worry yet. But if you haven't already done so, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. We are now at just over about 100 days away from Disney Plus launching, and if you've been looking at the list of movies and shows coming to Disney Plus and being maybe a little bit underwhelmed, or maybe even thinking, there seems to be a lot missing, where is everything, where's this, where's that, where's this, I just want to put this over to you that at the minute we are still well over 100 days, as I said, and that means Disney have still got lots more ways of telling us about what's going to be coming to Disney Plus. Now, that original list of movies and shows that they put out back at the April's Investors Day event is pretty much all we've had since then. We've had new stuff coming through and new movies and new shows and documentaries, but the actual legacy stuff, those old things that were interested from the library, they haven't told us anything more since that event. And so that list, they showed us that, and obviously that at the time they were doing a presentation for a couple hours, going through, giving us all the details. They couldn't tell us every single movie and show in that time slot what was going to be coming. And unfortunately people are looking at this and going, there's a lot missing, especially on the Disney side, where's this, where's that? And a lot of it is just because there's so much Disney content that's going to be on there. Now, obviously with Star Wars and Marvel, it's a little bit more tricky. So let's start off with Star Wars. There are going to be two titles that are going to be missing. There's going to be The Last Jedi and also Solo. Now, the reason for this is, and it's the major reason why there's going to be some movies missing from Disney and Marvel as well, is because of the Netflix contract. So that contract is basically 18 months from when they go on there until they come off. So the last one was Mary Poppins Return, which went on in July, and that won't be coming off for 18 months. So that's why that will be the last one. Anything other than that will be coming off a bit sooner. So over the next 2 years, you're going to start seeing things dropping back onto Disney Plus and leaving Netflix. So that's one of the big reasons why some of the Star Wars and Marvel titles are missing. I generally think as well, because of the way that Star Wars, and especially with the Marvel movies, they're interconnected, means that people are much more aware of things being missing, because obviously if you want the full story, there's going to be things missing, and that is a pain. And it is going to be frustrating, it's going to be annoying, and especially when you look at the Marvel one, because so few movies are in there. They've only literally announced a few of the major titles, and the big problem is because some of those early Marvel movies weren't made by Disney and Marvel. They were made with Paramount, they were made with Universal, and so therefore it's a little bit more complicated, and they're going to have to work all this out, which does mean it's a little bit messy, and I know it is, and it sucks, and that's just unfortunately contracts. I don't agree with it. I really hope that they can kind of get their way out of it, and basically it's going to require some money from Disney to do so, but I hope they do that. But I think the big thing really that comes through from all the questions I get, and I will be honest, I get multiple questions a day through Twitter, through YouTube comments, through Facebook group, through messages, through emails. When's this coming? What's going on? Is this on there? And at the minute, I just don't know. I know all the details that have been officially announced, nothing more than that. At the D23 Expo in the end of August, we are going to find out a lot more details. There's tons of information that has been announced that's going to be coming on. People are going to be able to get their hands on that app. And I think once we start seeing that, and hopefully people are filming it and people are telling things, we will start seeing so many more of those classic legacy titles, because it'll be like, oh, I spotted this, or oh, I spotted that. And I think that's really where we're going to start seeing that information coming through. The reason for this is PR. Disney are trying to keep up that momentum. So each week they're kind of announcing something new about Disney Plus. And unfortunately, saying a movie from 10 years ago, or Herbie Rides Again, or Operation Dumbo Drop hitting on Disney Plus is not going to grab the attention. So therefore they're focusing on things that will get mainstream attention to get people to subscribe. The legacy content is a little bit more iffy for that, so therefore they're just going to put out a list, and they might even just update the website shortly before it goes live, showing all the different content that's available. One of the things I tend to do as a way of answering most people's questions is when somebody asks me, the first thing I do is I look on the Disney Life app here in the UK and see if it's on there. Because if it's on there, then that kind of gives me a good idea of whether or not it is. Some of the more obscure things aren't sometimes on there. That can be due to quality. Maybe the quality wasn't so good, so therefore they're having to bring them up to HD. And it's just going to be one of those things for the first few years. It's going to be a bit hit and miss on Disney Plus. It sucks, I know it does, but ultimately the price point is a good thing because, you know, $6.99 a month, it's not a massive problem. But Disney do need to work on this, and they are aware of this, and they're going to probably be buying out contracts, buying in licensed content as well to fix this. And just as a whole, like I said, I get asked so many times a day, is this on there? Is that on there? And hopefully we will find out more information. But if you're worried about what's going to be on Disney Plus, or that this isn't on there and it's not worth it, wait. Just see what's going to be coming on there. A lot of this legacy stuff is going to be announced either just before it will just creep out, or it will just be on there. And also the other big thing about this is Disney are going to start kind of creeping it on there. They aren't going to want to put everything on there all at once. They're going to start drip feeding it, making people feel like they need to subscribe. Because if they put 500 movies on there on day one, the following week people go, oh, there's nothing new. Whereas if they put 400 on and maybe drip 1 or 2 movies on a week, it kind of gives off the impression that they're still adding content. And even after they put on that initial 500 movies, they've still got lots more to be putting on there, lots of shorts, lots more things to be putting on there, as well as all the new things they are making. And that's kind of the key thing, really, is we are still away from the Disney Plus launching, and so don't worry about it. If you are specifically looking at it going, I want to watch this, this, and this, and you don't want to subscribe until they've got it, that's your choice. If you're worried about what's going to be coming on Disney Plus, I would say just hold fire, wait and see what goes on near the time, then maybe have a look at the full list. But the stuff that we've got so far and the ones that are going around all the different websites, that's old information. It's 3 to 4 months old. It's back from April. Nothing else has changed, but everyone's just spinning this news around, and it's kind of catching up because more people are aware of Disney Plus than they were 3-4 months ago. Like I said, Disney Plus is going to have a huge amount of content. It's going to have over 500 movies, 400 of them are from the library, 100 are more recent movies, and there's also going to be 7,500 episodes, and that will be growing. So within a few years, that will be growing up even more, and they're going to be continuing to add stuff to it. Now, like I said, for me personally, the lineup that they announced back in April looks great. A lot of the key things were there: Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney. I did think the National Geographic lineup was great. They showed off lots of things, but there's still lots of questions about what's going on there. The big one for me personally is what's going on with the Fox titles. There was really lack of information about what movies are coming. We know we got big ones like The Sound of Music and Avatar, but everything else seemed very, very light. But the reason for that was the deal had only been done a few weeks before the April Investor Day. So hopefully at the D23 Expo, we really do find out a lot more about what's coming to Disney Plus in the future. I know we will do, because they've got panels, they've got presentations, and I think the key thing is going to be, especially for the legacy content, is when people have got it in their hands and they're testing out that app, and we can see it, and there's bound to be people and vloggers and stuff showing us off, that we're going to see what content is on there. And I think we're going to get, I know I'm going to be literally going through after the event, making notes about as many different shows and movies as possible to kind of let you know what's coming on there. Hopefully as well, DisneyPlus.com will update at some point with all this information and really kind of put that out there. Ideally, if they can put out every single thing that's going to be available on launch, that will really help. But like I said, it's just one of those things. I just wanted to kind of do this video a little bit different than what I normally do. But anyway, guys, check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe on Facebook and Twitter. We've also got that Facebook group as well. Just hit over 3,500 members, so feel free to come in there. Always ask questions. Everyone's always answering, etc. And especially as we get close to launch, we know we're going to get a lot of them. But thank you very much for watching, guys. See you guys soon. Laters.